Hello again everybody, and a special hello to osmith83. This is my entry into your contest number 5, the best tutorial video. This trick I like to call forgery. I'm just going to mix the cards up once more, so I don't know the order to the deck. So, now, top card this time is the Ace of Clubs. You can see it there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a marker pen here. It's a permanent marker pen. You can see it by there. I'm just going to draw an X on the top of the ace there. See, drawing the X on here. Now, like I said, this is a permanent pen. You can see the X is clearly on the ace by there. Just give it a blow. Right, I think that's dried now. Yep. So, what I'm going to do now is slide the ace back here and just try and see if I can do this. If I just, there we go. I peeled the X onto the back of this card here off the Ace of Clubs. So the X is now on the 4 of Hearts. Now, if I just give the 4 of Hearts a flick like this, it jumps off the 4 of Hearts and onto the next card, which is the 3 of Hearts. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the Ace of Clubs back and I'm going to try and attempt to reverse the process. So if I pull the Ace of Clubs back and go like this, you'll... Oh. That's strange. Let's try this again. If I pull back the Ace of Clubs like this, see if it works this time. Yes, there we go. You can see the X has jumped back on to the Ace of Clubs like this. Now, I told you earlier that this trick is called forgery. Now, a proper forger will be able to... Well, let me show you. If I rip the Ace of Clubs like this, down the middle, you can see the X on there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fold the other half of the Ace of Clubs on top like this, and I'm just going to give them a rub together like that. Now, hopefully, I've done this trick right. Yes, there we go. The X is printed on both the front and the back of the same Ace of Clubs. Now, this is a best tutorial video, so I'm going to show you how this trick is done. This trick involves a bit of setup. You're going to need to get a card, and you're going to need to draw an X on the back before you start. So this card I've got is the 3 of Spades. So you go through your deck, find the 3 of Spades here, mate. Put that card to the top, then put the gimmicked 3 of Spades beneath the normal 3 of Spades like this, so that the X is facing towards you and away from the spectator. So you start with that card on top. You can give it a few false cuts, and you can give it a shuffle as long as you make sure that the top 2 cards don't change and that you keep the X facing towards you. So from here you do a really simple double lift like this, showing the 3 of Spades. Now what you do from here is you get your marker pen, and it really is a permanent marker pen, there's nothing gimmicked about the pen. You draw a large X on the side of the card facing the spectator this time, away from you. So if you draw the X on there like that. Now, if you were here with me, you can get the spectator to rub their finger over it just to check it doesn't smudge or come off. If you give it a blow, it usually dries a bit quicker. I think it should be okay now. Yeah, there we are, no smudges now. And you turn over the double card. Now, this bit is brilliant. The reactions to this is fantastic. If you are a magician watching this, I recommend you try this move at least once. All you do is you peel off the top card, and that's just, you know, this gobsmacking to any spectator. It's just impossible what you've just done. It looks like you've peeled the X off the 3 of Spades, where of course it's actually stuck onto this card here. Now, at this stage you've got a couple of options. I like to do a double lift showing the cards jumped onto another card, and now as you turn it over you can just flick the cards like this, showing it's jumped off the 2 of diamonds. Or another way you can do it is take the cards, show it to the spectator, and then just flick the cards like that, and once you do it you need to grab the card from below. So you show the spectator, flick the bottom card like that, showing that it's jumped off that card onto the next card, and then quickly just flash them another double lift, so you're hiding the 3 of spades, show them it's on another indifferent card. Now you take back the plain normal 3 of spades, put it on. Now depending on what sort of magician you are, I pull this back and go, I'm going to try and reverse the process and make it look like I've screwed the trick up, but of course I'm just making a slight break into this top card over here, a bit of misdirection. Put the card back on top, then you need to slide back the top 2 cards and then do the exact same thing, and then again it looks like the X has jumped back on. Now earlier when I showed you the move where you take the bottom card, you need to do this again, but you need to keep showing the spectator the card. You need to do it just subtly, don't make a big deal of it, just keep the 3 and then you can just put the rest of the pack to one side and you can get a spectator to check it if you want. Then you take this card, you make sure that they do not see the back of the card which has got the X on. You rip the card down the middle like this, show that it's completely separate, rip it apart, put your hands in between, show that these 2 pieces are completely separate. Then you take the side with the X on, put it beneath like this, and then just, sort of squeeze it together as if you're doing something magical underneath, and then just open it up and peel it as if it was like a sticker or a plaster like this. Just peel it off, and wow, that just looks, well, it looks impossible to a spectator. And that's a trick called forgery. It's one of my favourite tricks. I do it on lots of people, and I hope you enjoy the tutorial for this, guys. That's been my entry to Smith 8 Threes contest number 5, and I'll see you all next time.